snake tendency. Let's go. Don't make me jog your memory. I did upgrade, you didn't upgrade it. The world, how they forgetting me. Please make it make some sense to me. How you talking about the greatest, still ain't mention me. Them bands, I want the symphony. 15 in it, went instantly. Lately I've been catching plays, it's like it's meant to be. I got rich in the pandemic, meant to be. Don't do too much, I keep it simple. You clout chasing, trying to make the people feel you. Boys need to slow it down, I'm talking real screw. Penthouse at the top with the clear view. Oh, look, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go. You not my kind, not no kin to me. Heard you told my girl about all of them that's DMing me. Why they hogging up the recipe? Heard they talking like I can't let Ken Wallace get ahead of me. Know your heart full of jealousy. All that acting tough, damn, this must be a parody. Okay, 1-on-1 ain't no comparing me. Okay, wait, 2-on-2, that's like 4, they be sharing me. Okay, they working like the rent dude. Rent got them doing, that's what I'm into. Yeah, if I'm in it, then I own it, not a rental. No, I've been plotting on the lamb and the Benz cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I don't like your energy, I don't like that. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. You an enemy. All them lies you telling, I can't let that be the end of me. No, probably cause your girl feeling me. It's a flag on the play, all these catching penalties. Look, I don't like your energy. I don't like the fake handshake, snake tendency. Let's go.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Got all the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm painting. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
It's that hate, boy.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no violence. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no violence. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide up. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day one.
The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Detroit Lions. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. Goff. A quick throw, but incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Goff now to throw.
That's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea. That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Cousins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, here's Goff. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Lions at 2-10 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hold on. Check.
Goff.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. 20.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook.
Touchdown number 15 on the year.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0.
Vikings 14, Lions nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game. They come up on 1st down.
Goff's throw taken in by Chark.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Goff. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Andrew Booth in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Back to throw. Goff under pressure, and they got to him again. A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins, touchdown! T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take a 3-touchdown lead. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, but the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Lions on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw is gone. And that will be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Cousins now to throw on first down.
Going back to the same well, it's Hockenson again. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
So this has been a team possessed in this first half. They punch in another touchdown on another excellent run.
And one of their goals that they emphasized coming into this game was winning the line of scrimmage. And I'd say it's fair to say they've done exactly that. And they've done it in the passing game as well because they protected the quarterback. But that time, great run blocking to spring their man for a touchdown.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. On the move to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket, and boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
He showed his shiftiness and his explosion to take him all the way down near the goal line.
Love that description, and it creates momentum. Maybe you hand it to him again since he's got it going, or do you fake it to him and throw it to a teammate? Right now, the options are wide open.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon.
And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings 34, Lions nothing. Matthew Wright set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you're doing like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Hey, kill!
The final shot before break here. Goff. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Second down, they go right back to Cook.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Hell, you won!
Goff on first down.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Here's Goff. And now here is another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Goff. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
Romeo Okwara in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run now for Nwangu. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by big Levi Onwuzurike. So 2nd and 10 now here in the third quarter from Detroit. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Give left side here for Nwangu.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
At their own
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Quick throw complete to Reynolds. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
4 down. Super 66.
Now gone. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
On 2nd down, Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Hey, Shell. Super 1. Hell, you won. Maverick.
Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ballgame.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way because if not, They might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Goff.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Hold on. Check.
Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Now a give running left is Nwangu.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
And here's Ryan Wright now
as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Taking it about the 36.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff finds the open target, Arnold. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. So the final